So today's video is all about the structure of glucose. What are the structure of glucose? All right, now let's start. There are two structure of glucose. First one is our open chain structure, which is also known as, अब open chain structure है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे acyclic structure, and the other one is ring structure, which is also known as cyclic structure of glucose. Okay, now this is very common and we all know that glucose is an aldohexose. मतलब इसमें क्या होता है, एक aldehydic functional group, और hexose means glucose is a 6 carbon molecule. All right, ये तो basic से ये सबको पता होता है. Now let's get started with the first structure, that is open chain structure. Okay, open chain structure is given by Fischer, hence it is known as Fischer projection formula or Fischer projection diagram. All right, now in this structure there are three main points which you have to keep in mind while drawing the structure, and that 3 points are the key to draw this open chain structure. Now what are that keys? I'll tell you. The first one is that it contains an aldehydic functional group. So aldehydic functional group is CHO group, and it is placed at the top of carbon chain. This you have to keep in mind. Second, an alcohol group. Which alcohol group? It will be CH2OH, where it will be placed at the bottom of carbon chain. These are the first 2 points of this carbon open chain structure of carbon. All right, these are the key points. All right, now with the help of 3 main points, let's draw the structure, open chain structure of glucose. So we'll start carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are our 6 carbon arranged in a chain. So what our first point says, that an aldehyde group functional group is attached at the topmost carbon. So from on the first carbon we'll place an aldehyde group. We'll make this C carbon as an aldehyde functional group. Over here we'll attach an alcohol group at the bottom. We'll make it CH2OH. all right, the third key point is the position of hydrogen on the third carbon of a glucose chain. Don't concentrate over here, first concentrate over here. That what is the first point is aldehyde group on the top and alcohol group on the bottom, and the position of hydrogen on the third carbon of a glucose chain. So I have placed your aldehyde group on the top as per the rule, and alcohol group at the bottom as per our key pointer rule, what we want to say. So coming to the third point and the main point of open chain carbon. So 1, 2, 3. From at the third carbon we'll place our hydrogen. Hydrogen will be placed at left hand side, and on the right hand side we'll place an OH group. So this is the main point while drawing our open chain structure, that you have to keep in mind that we attach hydrogen at the left side on the third carbon of a glucose chain. all right, now we have written OH on the right side of the third carbon. On the remaining sides we'll write H. all right, this is very simple. Now we have written H over left hand side. So what we'll write over here, over the remaining left hand side, we'll write OH. This is very much simple. all right, if your third carbon has H on the left side, you will write OH on the remaining chain of the carbon, and vice versa on the right hand side. Now how it is named as? It is named as levoglucose. Why it is known as levoglucose is because in Latin levis means on the left hand side. On which side? On the left hand side. So from L you have to keep in mind that our hydrogen should be on the left hand side on the third carbon of a carbon chain. So from this point you have to remember levoglucose, that means our hydrogen on the left hand side on the third carbon of a carbon chain. Alright, the first one was the levo. Now comes the dextroglucose. Now what is dextroglucose? In Latin, dextro we will drawing the structure of dextroglucose. So in Latin, dextra means on the right hand side. So here what we have to do, like 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, we'll place an alkyl group at the top, on the bottom. Then 1 2 and 3 we will place hydrogen on the right hand side and OH on the left hand side. Similarly, if we are placing hydrogen on the right hand side on the third carbon, what we'll place? We'll place OH. Now we will simply write the simply fill up the remaining chain as the opposite group. Like if we are having OH on the left hand side, we will write H, and if we are having hydrogen on the right hand side, what we will write on the remaining chain? We will write OH. That's it. And this 1 2 and 3, this is the third carbon of our glucose chain. Then you have to keep in mind that on the right hand side, dextro has H group on the right hand side. Alright, this is the key point to draw our dextroglucose. Okay, this is our dextroglucose, and dextro is denoted by symbol positive, and levo is denoted by symbol negative. That I didn't tell you before. Now I'm telling you, and you have to keep in mind that for glucose we put plus, and for levo we put negative sign. So this was all about our open chain glucose. Alright, open chain glucose or open chain structure. Now we'll see what we'll see. Now we'll see our ring structure. Alright, now we'll see our ring structure. Okay, so ring structure is also known as pyranose. Alright, this you have to keep in mind. What is ring structure is also known as? It is also known as pyranose. And for drawing the ring structure of glucose, we have to keep in mind the dextro rotatory glucose. That means the dextroglucose, open chains dextroglucose structure we have to keep in mind for drawing our ring structure. Alright, we'll draw dextrorotatory glucose over here. Okay, so this is our dextroglucose. Now we'll make our ring structure over here. So the basic step of drawing ring structure is you have to first make a rough benzene ring. Okay, so this is our benzene ring. Now we will place these elements over here. So we will start from the second carbon. This is the second carbon. This is H and OH. We are going to place this first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, but we will not write sixth carbon over here. This you have to keep in mind. We have to draw this sixth carbon over here. What comes here is O. Alright, so on the second carbon, what we'll do, this is the second carbon of dextroglucose. Alright, we'll take these elements from here. H and OH simply will put over here. Similarly, from the third carbon, we'll place OH and H over here. From the fourth, we'll place H and OH over here. From the fifth, we'll place H and OH over here. 2 3 4 2 3 4. Now comes fifth carbon. On the fifth carbon, we'll place OH. We will not place OH. We will first place H, and then we'll place CH2OH over here. Alright, because this is our sixth carbon. Alright, this is our sixth carbon, so we will be placing CH2OH over here, and on the fifth carbon first we will place H. Now what remains? OH. So this is our first carbon. What does our first carbon contain? An H and OH group. So we will place OH over here and H over here. Alright, this is the structure of glucose pyranose. Now what in case of naming? We'll name as alpha glucopyranose. Now why alpha? Again, alright. Now why alpha? I'll be telling you. What you have to keep in mind in a simple language, that when comes alpha, there are two types of ring structure. Alright, alpha glucopyranose and another one is beta glucopyranose. The key points to remember this are: in alpha glucopyranose you will have OH group. OH group at the top on first carbon. Alright, this is our first carbon. And when comes about beta, what you have to keep in mind is that OH group comes at bottom of on first carbon. Alright, this carbon is known as anomeric carbon, but it will go little difficult for you to remember. That's why I'm naming it as first carbon for your simplest understanding. Alright, now for beta we will place OH group at bottom on the first carbon. So this is our alpha glucopyranose. Now I'll show you the structure of beta glucopyranose. Okay, so this is the structure of our beta glucopyranose. Alright, now why it is known as beta? So you can observe over here that OH group is placed at the bottom of our first carbon. Alright, this is our first carbon. So OH group is placed at the bottom of the first carbon, hence it is known as beta glucopyranose. Okay, one thing more I want to tell you is that we are placing the elements according to the dextroglucose, dextrorotatory glucose. That's why we can also name it as beta D glucopyranose. And when comes about beta glucopyranose, and when come about alpha glucopyranose, what we can name it also as alpha D glucopyranose. Alright, so this was all about the ring structure of glucopyranose. So here comes the ending part. So this is, I have explained it in very simple languages, and if you like this video and you want to get your friends' doubt clear too, so you can share it with them only. Thank you, and you can just give it a thumbs up for a little token of appreciation for me. Thank you.